I'm just gonna call it what it is. I made a torture device.
Oh my god!
What the
Holy fucking shit! Oh my god! Holy! Oh my fucking god!
I legitimately think this is the stupidest thing I've built yet. So this requires some context. I used to be really fat. I think at my heaviest, I weighed in at like 276, and I looked it. But after I graduated college, I just decided it was time to change that. So I started working out, and it led me to where I am now at around 190. I think I look a lot better than I did, and also I feel better. But for some reason, I can't keep my grubby little hands off of those tiny little stupid ideas that pop into my head. I had the thought, I feel like I can make something to help my workouts. One of the basic things in working out is muscle activation. Basically, the more muscle activation you have, the better your muscle gets work and the bigger your muscles grow. But I also know that muscles work off of electrical impulses. So I had the thought, theoretically, you should be able to measure how good your workout is based off of the muscle activation. And then I had the thought, if you can measure how good your workout is based off the muscle activation, you can treat this like a game, where if your muscle is activated above a certain amount, you pass and you win. But if you're below a certain threshold, you lose. And when you work out, you want to make sure it's a good workout. So if you lose, we should just have a way to manually activate your muscle. I'm gonna make a device that measures your muscle activation, and if you're below a certain threshold, it manually activates your muscle with electrical impulses. The more I explain it, the more terrifying it sounds like out loud. The worst part is I'm doing this to myself. Like, it's not like I'm like hurting anyone else. I'm literally only hurting me. I don't even have to do this. Whatever. I really need fucking whiteboard cleaner, dude. Holy shit. Also, yes, I moved. No, I don't have any furniture. Don't judge me. All right, so there's two main parts of this project. A, I need to be able to sense the electrical impulses in my muscles. And then B, I need to be able to send electrical impulses to those muscles if I fail, which I feel like shouldn't be that bad. For sensing the electrical impulses in my muscle, I found a board called the MyoWare. Essentially, all it is a tiny PCB with these electrode spots. So all I need to do is hook electrodes up to the PCB and then stick those electrodes to the muscle. There are 2 sense electrodes and 1 reference. Essentially, all that means is the 2 sense electrodes are sensing the electrical impulse between the 2, and then the reference is just to rule out any bad signals. The second part of this is manually activating the muscle by sending electrical impulses into it. But there's something that already exists for that. It's called a TENS unit. TENS stands for transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. Transcutaneous just means going through the skin, and then electrical nerve stimulation. Essentially all it does is send electrical impulses to wherever you put the pads. So if you put the pads on the muscles directly, you can send electrical impulses into that muscle, forcefully activating it. So if you were to send a signal into your bicep, your arm would retract. Into your tricep, it would extend. And same with the legs. If you put it on your quadricep, it would extend. And if you put it on your hamstring, your leg would retract. So essentially all I should need to do is put the electrodes from the MyoWare on the muscle to sense it, and then put the TENS unit onto that same muscle to activate it if I fail. And then once I write a little code, I can basically just say, average this over a set amount of time. And if that average of muscle activation is above the certain threshold, you pass and you're fine. But if that average is below a threshold, you fail, the TENS unit activates and manually activates your muscle. Which I don't know if you can imagine what it's like to have a muscle manually activated when you're not trying to use it, but it's not a fun feeling, like at all. So now we just gotta make it. By the way, do not replicate anything I do in this video. I know what I'm doing, somewhat, but do not replicate anything in here. Like that's an actual disclaimer. All right, so to make this, I got this little chip. Essentially, it has these 3 slots where I can stick electrodes to them. And then I'll stick the electrodes on my muscle, and that'll read the electric current in my muscle, amplify it, and then send it out to the Arduino. God, this is a weird angle. Oh, I broke the solder on this one from, oh my. Ground, white to hot, and then red to signal. Okay, so I made the code, I think it works. The problem is that I tried it, I put on 3 of the electrodes, and then I stuck that to my arm. The problem is they're too close together. Essentially, how this works is that there are 3 ports, 2 of them are sensing the signal, and 1 of them is a reference. The purpose of that reference is to basically weed out all the electrical signals we don't want to see. There's electrical signals all around us, in us, everything like that, but we only want the ones specific to the muscle we're looking at. So we need 2 of the sensing electrodes on the muscle we're sensing, and then 1 reference somewhere else. The problem with using this is that they're all too close together, so we don't have a good reference. So I bought these extenders. So basically I just need to hook these up and then properly put them on my muscle, and then pray that that works. I really do wonder if it would be better to like pre-do this and then just film it like fake. Like I am just straight up doing this for the first time. Whatever. So this is reference. So this needs to go on either a different muscle or like a bony area. I might be able to just put it on like my forearm just to make life easy. So these 2 need to just go directly on my bicep or whatever muscle I'm measuring, which in this case is my bicep. Put it like here, right here. So I have the reference on my forearm, and then I have the 2 sensing electrodes on my bicep. So theoretically, when I activate my bicep, it should read this. And then that should be sensing shit. Okay, well the light on it isn't working, which is not a great sign. Okay, it's not reading shit. The MyoWare, I don't think is sensing the muscle activation. That means that either it's the placement of the probes, the leads going into the MyoWare, or the gain, and sense to sense, yeah. Okay, so it's wired correctly. I don't know why it wouldn't be sensing this. I would say it's my Python code, but this board, this MyoWare board, has a green light that will come on when it senses muscle activation. So the fact that that light isn't coming on makes me think it's not on the back end like the Python code or anything. It makes me think it's the front end, it's not sensing the muscle activation. And I don't know why. I need to bring the vibes back. Gucci flip-flops, fuck you, hit your bitch in my socks. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to research it more, but I don't wanna be done for tonight, so I'm gonna start on the tens unit, which is what I'm going to use to activate my muscle for the torture aspect. Do I think it has a charge? No f***ing way. How am I gonna activate this through code? I'm gonna have to tear it apart. I'm gonna have to disassemble it and gain access to the button that turns it on and wire a relay up to it and activate the relay through the Arduino. Oh, that's gonna be semi-complicated. I'm hooking this up to my bicep because I wanna see it actually like activate my bicep. I can't crane my arm to hold it. Okay, wait, I can get this top one. Oh my God, why is that so hard to push in? Dude, do I need to hold this with my fucking teeth? Hell yeah. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta use your teeth. Should just be able to. Holy shit. Oh, I did not like that. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's like numbing it. Dude, this is a bad idea. I regret this. I don't know that I wanna do this. Oh, dude, that's weird. I'm not doing that. Okay, so that one pulses it. What does this treadmill one do? Oh my God, it felt like I was being injected. What the f***? Dude, this is a bad idea. Why did I do this? All right, this is massage. Oh my God, dude, I did not flex my arm there. Oh, that's such a weird feeling. Dude, my arm does not feel right. Oh, that was weird as f***. All right, we're gonna try it again. Dude, it like caused a little bit of my bicep to flex, and it just amplified it and pulls my bicep up. New mode. All right, this is the other massage mode. No, 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 no. If you've never used like a TENS machine, I haven't until now. This is a weird feeling. It's literally like you're not in control of your own body. Do I scrap this video idea? I need to figure out which is going to be the best mode. No. Dude, I only went to level 2 on each of those. I wanted it to hurt more than I wanted it to feel weird. Like, this doesn't hurt. It feels just unnatural. Should I try level 3? It's not doing it. No, get this shit off of me. Get this shit off of me. Dude, it was so delayed. Like I turned it up to 2 and it still wasn't doing anything. And I sent it to 3 and then it just, woof, oh my. This is a bad fucking idea, man. This is a bad video idea. It's the next day. Yes, I still have these on. Dude, what? As you can tell, I'm in a mood. But I figured shit out. Me. Why isn't this working? Dude, what the fuck? I literally like 10 minutes ago, this shit was working perfectly. I don't know what's wrong. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this. Oh, I was so close, man. I had it. Okay, I figured it out. Essentially, it's just really particular about where I place the contacts on my arm. But if I do it correctly, I can flex here and this should shoot up. And then unflex, yeah. So this is me like just basically pumping my arm, flexing my bicep and off. On and off. I basically have a plot of how much muscle activation I have. So right now it's nothing. You can see it's down at like 9. And then when I flex, shoots up to like 800, 600, 400. And that's based on just how much muscle activation I'm giving it. Okay, so now that I have the muscle plot working, I need to work on the tens unit. I'm going to disassemble this and basically find the controls for these 2 buttons and hardwire those up to the Arduino so that it can activate the intensity level through the software. So now we have this main PCB out, which has the screen, all the buttons, everything like that. Essentially, I just need to unsolder these buttons, and then I'm going to try to take like a wire like this, bend it a little bit, and then solder that on the point. Is this stupid to hold this in my mouth? All right, this is not working. Okay. So now, if I connect these 2 wires, theoretically, this bar should go up. Oh my God, it f***ing did. No way. Wait, it went back down? What? Okay, went up to 2, go up to 3, and it resets. And now it's going to a different mode. What the f? Now it's increasing B? Yo, deadass, how is it doing that? All right, so I have my flamethrower from the first video right there. I have to steal parts from that. I need to steal that part. All right, those are connected now. Let's put that in ground. Okay, it's like kind of working. Okay, so I'm a dumbass. I realized there was a much better way to do this. Right now, basically, I'm using a relay to activate the button to increase the power level of the tens unit. I'm realizing now I could just take the wires that are going to the pads, hook those up to a relay, and then if I fail, just activate the relay to turn it on, which would have been much easier. But I didn't do that, and I have no desire to undo everything I just did. So I'm gonna hook the pad wires up to the relay anyway, and we're just gonna use both methods. All right, so I had to change how this works. My initial idea was I was going to take this apart and essentially solder on wires to mimic a button press, but I'm not good at soldering. So I was able to take the buttons off, but I kind of ruined the PCB. I literally started pulling like the copper out accidentally, so I think this is pretty much dead. The idea I had was just to connect them normally and just open the relays whenever it's ready to go. The problem with that is that it has a built-in safety system. Essentially, if it doesn't detect the signal that is putting out on the signal in, it stops. But I realized there's a very easy way around that. I can just stick 2 pads together. So on one side of the relay, I have these 2 pads that are stuck together that are just constantly feeding that loop. And then when I want it to activate, I switch to the other pads that will be attached to my muscles. And now I can just use a straight up tens unit without having to take it apart. I really regret that I didn't do it that way from the beginning. It would have saved me a lot of time. I've had this done for 3 weeks now, but I'm just kind of terrified to actually use it. I haven't gone above like level 3 on my muscle, and I'm gonna send it up to like 5 to 7, and I'm terrified. Yes, I grew out my hair and my beard just for that bit. Sue me. This is gonna suck. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna start out with a warm up and just do a muscle plot sense so we can see my muscles actually getting activated without actually shocking me yet. Hell yeah. You can see on the plot, my muscle's not flexed, but as soon as I do flex, this will shoot up. I can hold it and then release, then hold it and then release. So if I come down here and do actual reps, you can see at the top, flexing, muscle activation, and then as I let it down, nothing. Okay, it works. But now I gotta try it with the stimulation. We're gonna start at 2. And I'm gonna purposely fail to make sure that it activates, which sucks. Okay, come on. It'll be all right. Okay. Yeah, no, it worked. So that blue line there is basically what's happening to my muscle. Those are the electrical impulses being sent into my muscle. And that's only at level 2. Let's do it for real, I guess. Oh, it's going. Okay. Yep. Rip. Squeeze hard. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Why isn't it reading anything? Why isn't it reading anything? What? Okay, I passed. Holy f***. The worst part is I haven't been shocked yet, but because of that, I'm so motivated to put as much effort into the set as I can that this is actually really effective, and I'm kind of mad about it. Okay, and we're going. Yep. Squeeze. Oh, this is scary. Oh, this is scary. Oh, this is scary. What the f***? I'm kind of gassed. Holy shit. Oh my f***ing God. That was not good. So it kind of cut off, but I still felt it, man. All right, start. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Oh, this one's gonna hurt like a bitch. Oh, this is gonna hurt like a bitch. Okay. Come on, please don't fail. Please don't fail. Please don't fail. Please don't fail. Come on. Don't fail. No fucking. Oh my God. It literally is such a weird feeling. My brain like shuts down and I can't properly react. I can't scream. I can't do anything. I'd like my body just like freezes. Also, why aren't I passing anymore? Is it like low-key not sensing my shit? Maybe adding more weight will help my muscle activate more and I'll pass. My bicep is gassed. Like, yes, this is terrifying, but it's also really effective. Okay, yeah, holy shit. If I fail this, it's rigged. Holy shit. Dude, I can't do anymore. Oh my God. That was only at 3. Oh dude, you can see what it was doing to my muscle. I think I need to send it up to like 5. Just do 6. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like that wasn't that bad. So I just double it. I don't even know if it's, I'm not watching the plot, so I don't even know if it's sensing. I could just be shocking myself for fun at this point. Oh my God. I need to take the weight back off. Oh, holy shit. Ugh. I can't do it. I can't oh my God. All right, I'm gonna take it down from 6. I'm gonna do a run where I'm just lifting and it doesn't shock me so that I can see the plot. Cause like low-key, I don't know if it's plotting and like sensing my contractions, which if it's not, then I'm just shocking myself. Dude, it's not sensing anything. I've just been shocking myself. What are we doing? What? Oh, oh. Yeah, this pin being out probably doesn't help. Oh, this pin also being out probably doesn't help. See if it works now. If it does, this will probably be the worst one yet. I think I passed this one. Holy f***, maybe.
Oh my God! Holy shit! Turn off! Oh my God!
That was bad. Dude, that was bad. I changed to a different mode. I don't like it. The other modes were so much better, like less f***ing painful. I just want to pass it, man. That's all I want. Is I want to do this and to pass. And I'm so scared that I can't even think straight. Are we done? Oh, we're done. I passed. But like, also in that fact, because I was so scared, even when I passed, I kept going. So like, also works. This is such a bad idea. Note to future me, don't do stupid shit like this. I feel like there are so many ideas that I could do that don't involve this level of like pain and terror and fear. And yet here I am doing this. I have been forsaken with intellect. Low key, just straight up on my knee. Sense like here. Yeah, it works. F me, man. I really didn't want that to work, man. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not like doing regular squats, I'm doing what's called sissy squats, which is mainly just really good quad activation, especially even just like at body weight. So it's just a really good way to activate quads. All right, let's try it. Holy f, man. I don't know how many sets of these I'm gonna be able to do.
Holy! Oh my f***ing God!
What the f***? This mode that I have selected means just freeze your muscle. Because with it connected to my quad, I was expecting it to make my leg like shoot up. No, I couldn't move it. I couldn't extend it. I couldn't retract it. I could do nothing. Oh my God, dude. You can see the blue line of when it was on was how much my quad was being activated. That's like at max level. Dude. Yeah, that was f***ed up. F*** you. Yeah, no, this definitely was my worst idea yet. It was such a weird, I literally cannot describe it. Sometimes it was painful, sometimes it was just numb, but overall just not very fun. The main part I'm mad about is how effective it was at making me work out. The pure fear factor of being shocked made me work out so much harder. So I guess it's a success? I gotta get a better hobby or something, I don't know.